You guys? Hope everybody is doing well. Today I'm here with a new forecast and I'm going to talk about Mercury retrograde. Let me turn off my phone so nobody disturbs us. Okay, Mercury retrograde, which is actually stationed retrograde today. Today is December 13 when I'm recording that, and it's stationed retrograde today. And look at that, it is actually conjuncting with Pholus, and it is also going to sextile with Venus, and Venus and Pallas Athene, also Sappho in the sky. It's conjunct together in Scorpio. So it is sextiling, and sextile is a Venusian energy over here, and it is trining with Jupiter. Jupiter is the most benefic planet. Jupiter is a blessing. Jupiter is the cosmic Santa Claus. Jupiter is expanding everything what is touching. Yes, this is definitely a blessing in our life. And it is trining, and this is a story actually what started before because of Mercury and Jupiter were trining like 4 days ago, and it's going to trine one more time, and then actually Mercury gonna go direct January 1st in Sagittarius. It's gonna dip back right before Christmas Eve. So at the 23rd of December, it's gonna dip back to Sagittarius, where it's gonna go direct actually on January 1st, 2024. And it's gonna leave shadow period on 19th of January, when it's going to do the last trine with Jupiter over here. And Jupiter is in Taurus right now, and it's going to stay over here until May 25th, 2024. All right, guys, today we're going to talk about Mercury retrograde and its geopolitical effects and weather-related effects here, and everything about also the misconception, because a lot of people are so scared, and I see that on TikTok and on social media. Oh, Mercury is in retrograde, I cannot do anything. No, actually, this is a time when you are waiting for the tide come in. And I'm using the same term but Annie Botticelli does, because of I was studying with her. I took her intensive course like a long time ago. But yes, so this is the time when you are not necessarily initiate anything. So, Mercury retrograde, maybe it's not the best time to start a new project if it is a writing project, but it is amazing to rewrite something, to re-edit your book, or it is amazing actually, maybe if depend which house is it in for you, but I'm going to talk about each individual sign anyway, to re anything or everything. So reconsider, rewrite, republish. It is bringing back an opportunity from the past. So you don't initiate, but you are waiting for the goodies to come into you. You're waiting for the opportunities, because if there is opportunity, you have to act on that, and you are capable to succeed actually. So, okay, let's see what kind of opportunity we will have. So yes, I just going to see the aspect, and after I going to stop sharing this. But yes, here it is, Mercury retrograde when it stations, then it's going to sextile with Venus, Sappho, and Pallas Athene, and then it's going to trine with Jupiter. Jupiter retrograde, does it do anything else? Let me see. All right, Mercury station retrograde. No, that's what it does. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing here, and then I'm going to, here it is. All right, so I did stop sharing, and let's see what kind of effect it will have on us. All right, so first of all, I'm going to go with the mundane analysis, like usually I do. And after I'm gonna talk about each individual sign a little tiny bit. It's not going to be a lengthy recording. And, I'm sorry about that. I'm behind with my work a little bit because I had a lot of projects to fulfill. And obviously, Mercury shadow period, it is hold me back a little bit already, because I had multiple issues with recording, with my software and everything, whatever you can imagine. But that's all right, that is life and I can solve it. So, all right, let's talk about weather a little bit. So first of all, let's say what is Mercury. We were talking about that, and most of you does know astrology. And if some of you doesn't, then I'm going to explain. Mercury is actually the ability to process information. It rules communication. It rules actually two signs. It rules Virgo, and it does rule Gemini. And in the third house, it rules the neighborhood, your community, your short distance traveling, your younger siblings, your neighbors. It rules anything to do with written communication, journalism, and sales as well. And it rules the cars as well. So Mercury in Gemini, actually, it is an airy energy here, because Gemini is air. And if we are thinking about of weather, it could bring in some kind of condition where it's something with air conditions. So it could be something with tornadoes, for example, and especially because of it went retrograde in Capricorn. So we can actually expect unusual weather patterns, and it could be some kind of issue with fluctuation of the temperature as well. Yes, so definitely it could be some kind of windy weather, but because Capricorn is ice cold, Capricorn representing ice as well, it could be some kind of blizzard. And when it's going to go back to Sagittarius, it could bring a lot of rain, for example, or it could bring in heat and wind together. If we are checking the mundane health, Mercury rules and Gemini over here, your neck. So anything to do, and it's not necessarily respiratory system, right? But actually it could be something with your throat. So I assume, why is it in retrograde? It could bring back some kind of issues with the pandemic, or it could be bring back something with respiratory issues as well. Flu season. Capricorn is cold, it's the flu, it's viruses. So definitely it could bring back something with coronavirus or with the flu there. Something with a mutation could come. So, or something with airborne bacteria could come in. But it was there before. So it's not something what is new. All right, and because of Sagittarius, actually, anything to do with also Jupiter, and it's actually trining with Jupiter and Mercury, but when it's gonna go back to Sagittarius, Sagittarius rules the hip and the liver, so it could be some kind of airborne bacteria or virus which is affecting somehow the liver, so it's going to be hard to detox the liver. All right, finances, and let's go to the finances area. So financial matters may experience uncertainties during this Mercury retrograde, and especially related to investment, loans, and budgeting. So you have to avoid risking big amount of money, and then it's not going to set you back financially. When it's going to dip back in Sagittarius, it's going to indicate some kind of travel stock could go down, anything with aviation. It could actually, and it's going to be 23rd, so it could delay the flights during Christmas time and during, so that, and it's already in shadow for a while, so definitely it could delay the flights. Because of aviation, Sagittarius representing long distance traveling, and it's representing also airplane traveling, so it could do that with us. So it's going to interfere with delivery. So maybe you want to order your present, or you should have done, and I haven't done it either, all of it, But before, because it could get delayed, unfortunately, the delivery going to be affected because of that it's storm and blizzards and icy winds coming in. And if we are going to check the geopolitical effect of this Mercury retrograde while it's trining with Jupiter and sextiling with Venus, there will be something with diplomatic communication and negotiation. And, you know, but it could be some kind of misunderstanding. And what is misunderstanding with peace, for example, because don't forget, Sagittarius rules the ninth house, and it is also could real the big ideas and big philosophies, which is connected with freedom as well and religion as well. So it could actually bring into the picture something with religion, something with freedom, and, you know, court system. But it is not court system, it is justice for us all. So I assume that it's going to be some kind of misleading information coming out from, you know, even from podcast, and you know, like you will be like, oh my God, I was listening this person, but you know, whatever information they gave, I can't believe that was the wrong information. And that could happen definitely, because Sagittarius does rule the podcast and publishing industry as well, and TV. So there is something with new, or actually some kind of issues on the news coming back. So they're going to talk about similar issues that they were talking about from the past. And if we are checking out the recent war and peace situation on Earth, and we know multiple wars are going on right now, so it's actually, let me see the effect. Well, it's going to intense tension. Why? Because of people not necessarily going to find alliances, or you know, like however they're going to negotiate, the negotiation not necessarily going to be in peace or going to go through the way they wanted. So that's why it's diplomatic communication could potentially increase tension for sure. Because it's not going to be clarity. So whatever so for example, somebody is talking about, you know, how to aid Palestinians or how to aid Ukrainians, and the other one going to talk totally different subject. And, you know, it is just not going to be some kind of understanding between the subject they are talking about. All right, so let's see what kind of aspect does it make with Jupiter retrograde, Pallas Athena, which is an asteroid. And Athena is also the asteroid of, you know, peace and war, but here it is, she's doing everything with wisdom. So she's using and respecting her enemies, and she's using wisdom to win anything. And then Mercury sextile Venus, and Venus is in Scorpio. Venus actually in Scorpio doesn't do very well, because in Scorpio it is actually not in a good position, because Venus rules Taurus and Libra, but because of Taurus is an opposite axis with Scorpio, so Venus is in fall over here in Scorpio. But however, it's going to suggest potential opportunities for harmonious communication in intimate relationship and financial matters. Why? Because Venus is not only rules love and beauty, but it also rules currency as well. So it rules actually or finances as well. And Scorpio rules the 8th house. So definitely Venus in Scorpio could be something good to do contract with a bank, or maybe we're going to hear like, okay, the interest rates are going down, some positive news about interest rates. But definitely it is very lovely on personal level. If you are having a love affair, or if you just started to talk to someone, so communication could go smoothly. if you are having a love partner. So Mercury also going to trine Jupiter. And why is it really important? Not just because Jupiter is the planet in planet of blessing, but because of also Mercury gonna get and dip back into Sagittarius, where he wants to talk about freedom, where he wants to talk about liberation, and you know, philosophies and giving and those kind of you know, traits. And Mercury actually trining Jupiter, the ruler of Sagittarius, but Jupiter is in retrograde in Taurus, so it's going to indicate favorable aspect for expanding knowledge, because you know, like Jupiter also knowledge as well. It rules the 9th house and the 12th house in Pisces. So Jupiter representing high education as well. So you might going to revisit some kind of educational pursuit over here. What does it mean? So you might going to hear back from a university, they expected you, or you are just making plans right now and you are just playing with it. All right, you know what, I supposed to go back to school. I supposed to do my doctorate or my master. So a lot of people actually going to choose that, especially because Jupiter gonna go to Gemini next year, which is knowledge. And a lot of people going to go back to school or start actually skill-based studying or start something which is like teaching as well. So it could be that. And this one right now could indicate, okay, right now I'm deciding what to do and how to teach a school and how to create an online school. A lot of people going to go back and actually rewrite their, because Jupiter also publishing, so it could be like, all right, let's go and I want to rewrite my book. I want to actually re-edit my book because I didn't like the way it was actually published. So I want to republish publish it. Yes. So it could be also really good for international trade and diplomacy, because of this is a trine, and trine is always a Jupiterian energy, so it's double blessing over here. And definitely because of diplomacy, it is a foreign country, foreign matters. Jupiter rules also foreign lands, so diplomatic and international trade could be harmonious during this time, or something is coming back with trading as well. And then Pallas Athene, you know, like when Mercury is sextiling with Pallas, it is a Venusian energy again. So it is a really great diplomatic negotiation with Pallas. Pallas is wise, Pallas is wisdom. Pallas is really strategic as well. So strategic thinking is possible over here. And you know, Pallas Athene always find some kind of solution which is going to be either innovative or, you know, it's great actually for international relations for sure. All right, let's see what else is going to happen. You're wisely going to choose your words and choose what you want to talk and about, or who do you want to talk about. Pallas is also strategic like that. So your thoughts and, you know, like who do you want to be around? So that's very important. All right. Okay, let's go to the signs, guys. So Aries rising, sun and moon. Capricorn. So first it's gonna go retrograde in your 10th house, and then it's gonna go back to your 9th house, to Sagittarius. So when it's gonna go retrograde, station retrograde today in your 10th house, you may face challenges in your career or in your public life, but it's not necessarily, you know, like you, if you have a TED talk, you might going to make some mistakes or you lost your thoughts. Or it could actually represent also like you're going to have some kind of misunderstanding or delays in your professional matters. But on the other hand, it could also bring back an opportunity with your career. So if you were nominated to become a CEO or nominated for something and you thought you lost that opportunity, it went back. Right now, there is an opportunity what could come back to you. And then when it's gonna go back to your 9th house, then you're going to have some kind of matter with planned travel, or also with education, or also some legal issue could come back to you as well. So you have to watch out with that. Definitely you have to be prepared to delays. If you have travel plans, if you want to go during the holidays somewhere. All right, let's see, Taurus rising sun and moon. Taurus, you're going to have that and start in your 9th house. So exactly what I said before to Aries, 9th house, something to do with your travel plans, with your passport, with your publishing, anything to do with legal matters and education. So you have to get prepared over here, because you might going to lose your passport and you wanted to travel, or your traveling going to get delayed, or you have to actually refill the application for your university because they lost it, or they need some kind of more proof for something if you are getting into universities right now. So you have to be prepared for that. It could be an issue coming back for you with immigration as well. And then it's gonna go back and deep into your 8th house. 8th house, anything to do with shared resources, investments, stock market, loans, anything to do with sexuality, death, and tax as well. So something about shared resources and with your investment, you might going to actually get an opportunity to invest in something what you thought you didn't have money for before, or you thought there is no more opportunity to mine that kind of I don't know, Bitcoin, or buying something like that, but actually not Bitcoin, because Taurus is an earth sign here. No, you are an earth sign, but Sagittarius, it's going to go back to Sagittarius. All right. So yeah, it could be definitely stock market. All right. And because of it's also going to trine with Jupiter, which is in your sign, it could be something like livestock, or something with weather related, like energy. You can also, because Uranus is coexits with Jupiter, so you can invest in energy as well. All right, definitely you have to exercise caution if you are dealing with stock and if you are dealing with big amount of money over here. For example, you can rewrite your will, your living will, or your trust, or prenup as well. All right, let's see, Gemini rising sun and moon, what's gonna happen with you? Gemini, you are affected because you are ruled by Mercury. And first it's going to go and station retrograde in your 8th house, then it's gonna go back to your 7th house of relationship. So shared resources, investment, loan, it could be actually bring in some kind of difficulties over there. Maybe you have to go back to the bank and reapply for loan, but didn't go through, or just provide more proof for something if you are dealing with loans. Or they might going to come and visit you with your tax return, and I want to see all the proof what you provided before. So how do they call that? An audition, when you are going and you are interviewed. Why did you choose, if you are doing your own tax, you could be actually under, how do you call that word? Oh my God, I forget today. And that's, what I'm gonna blame the planet, but definitely interrogated. Oh geez, yeah, interrogated. And then it's going to go back to your 7th house. 7th house, anything to do with your partnership, with your business partner, with your, it's also legal matters as well. 7th house rules Libra, and you are tested over here. Your communication is going to be tested. It could bring back a partner to you. So if you broke up previously, it could bring back a partner. But you really have to be honest with communication. Otherwise, it's going to bring in some kind of conflict because of misunderstanding. All right, let's see, Cancer, rising, sun and moon, what's going to happen with you? Starts in your 7th house, and then it's gonna dip back into your 6th house. So your relationship definitely going to undergo testing, and you have to have, just like I said before to Geminis, some kind of honest communication. Otherwise, you're going to, with honest communication, you prevent conflict. And the best way, always prevention. Then it's going to go back to your 6th house. 6th house is your health. That is your service for others and anything to do with your work. It could bring back an opportunity for a job, if you've been fired previously. It could bring back a pet what was lost. It could bring back, you can go back to the gym, for example, if you lost your membership, or if you feel like you did, or you gave up yoga. Right now, you might going to go back and to start to do it again. If you have any kind of health issue, you might want to have a second opinion. Then Mercury gonna go direct, because it could definitely come to some kind of conflict with misunderstanding, the result. So you might want to do another appointments over here. All right, Leo, rising, sun and moon, what's going to happen for you? 6th house, it's gonna start, then it's gonna go to your 5th house. So 6th house is health related and work related. So it could bring back actually a tenancy for you. It could bring back a tenant or a roommate for you, or also an old job. So you could be rehired here. But also you will need to also do something about, your health. If you are going to get a result done, it might not be valid at this time, so you need to recheck that blood work, or double check anything with medical appointments as well. It could be like delays in, for example, you're supposed to go and you had an appointment at 1 o'clock, but you will need to wait 4 hours to be checked. So it is annoying, I understand that. And at work and office, it could be something with miscommunication with the colleagues, or loss of emails, and like it could bring in conflict for you. And when it goes back to your 5th house, 5th house is anything to do with your romantic life. It is investment and speculative businesses, and your child and creative project, joy and pleasure. So, you might going to find joy in all things, what you were actually doing when you were a little girl or little boy. Or it could be like, oh my God, I never had time, or I haven't sew for a long time, or I haven't made jewelry for a long time, and I want to do it again. So it brings back something, and because it's the holiday season, some kind of creative project. So maybe you did it once a year, and right now you do it again. So obviously, it's bringing back something from the past. It could bring back a lover for you, for sure. Or it could bring back an opportunity with a manager or agent. Maybe you fired your agent, and right now you are willing to rehire because of you think the agent actually was a bad idea to fire. So it could do that. Yes, all right. Or it could bring back a talk with your significant other, with your romantic partner about a child. So maybe you want to become pregnant, or maybe you are planning a baby. All right, so let's see, Virgo, rising, sun and moon, what's gonna happen? It's gonna happen in your 5th house and going to your 4th house. So indeed, a creative project and romantic relationship could actually have and encounter some kind of challenges over here. You can revisit old creative endeavors, and you can actually, you need to prepare for some kind of delay, even if you have to sign a contract, like with a labor studio, or, with some kind of, maybe you wanted to go for a cruise ship and you wanted to buy the tickets, or it is a stand-up comedy show, but somehow you don't find the tickets. So it could bring in some kind of challenges like that, annoying little situation. But as I said, brings back a romantic partner or a topic to talk about children. Then, or if you lost a lottery ticket, you might find it, and actually it's a winning ticket. So Virgo, when it's going to go to your fourth house, it is going to affect your home, your family, your real estate. There could be some kind of communication issue between you and the family members. Maybe you don't communicate at all. It could be something with, if you are buying or selling a house, you really have to check everything with the small prints, because there could be some kind of issue which is not going to be definitely harmonious. But it could bring back an opportunity to buy the house, but you thought somebody has bid a higher amount, and right now they are coming back, the agent is gonna come back to you, and if you're still willing to buy it, then you have an opportunity right now. Mercury retrograde, it could actually help you to go and search for your family. Maybe you are doing a family route, that family tree for Hanukkah or for Christmas or Kwanzaa. So it could do that also. All right, Libra rising, sun and moon, it's gonna start in your fourth house, then it's going to go to your third house. So what's gonna happen over here? Your family life could face some kind of disruption, but as I said before, that is your domestic matters, and you really have to create a harmonious atmosphere over here, and especially you are Libra. So you might want to renovate something, and you might want it to spend a higher budget than your significant other. Libra is, right, relationship. So it could be like, all right, I have an opportunity right now to rehire the person who's going to do the design in my house. Or, like talk about again with my family about moving away. And it could be disruptive because they might don't want to go. And then it's going to go back to your third house. Third house, anything to do with writing and publishing or selling cars. So if you have an opportunity coming back to sell a car or buy a car, but most likely it's going to be used one, then all right. If it was already before, go ahead and do it. Definitely don't purchase something new, something what you don't know about, but it's good for you to go back and, rewrite anything what you wanted to. So if you wanted to start a school, an online school, you can actually fix your website, or if you have a lot of mental properties, so intellectual properties, and you want to sell it next year, this is the time when you are finalizing it. So that is good for that. All right, Scorpio rising, sun and moon, it's going to start in your third house, then go to your second house. Wonderful, because of, first of all, third house, it's like, all right, let's do something. You can fix your car, for example. That is good to fix your car. Going back to the shop, something like that. But it could be something recall in something with a car. So you might have to watch for that. It could be actually bringing back a neighbor or a sibling to you if you didn't talk to the person, but it's definitely in your neighborhood. So you have to stay really clear what you are saying, because they might going to misunderstand you, and it could actually affect your relationship with them. And in the second house, some kind of opportunity with your finances, with earning, with your income. So maybe you're going to have a job that you thought it was lost coming back. But that is your values also. So you might going to actually reintroduce a value again to your family or into your daily life as well. Scorpio, you rule the 8th house anyway, and right now when it's gonna go back to your 2nd house, to Sagittarius, there is, you might want to invest in aviation, or you might want to invest in traveling, something like that, or reinvest, but not start to, but like right now you're going to study about that. No, I know what it is. Like, it's going to help you to study again about how to invest your money, how to prepare for your retirement, something like that. All right, Sagittarius rising sun and moon is going to start in your second house, Capricorn, and it's going to go to your first house. So it is affecting you majorly, right? Because you're Sag rising sun and moon. So definitely financial matters, including income, may require some kind of careful attention over here. So watch where you're going to put your money, where you're going to invest. Maybe you are too free, and you know, Sagittarius are givers. I am a Sag rising, so I know I'm constantly giving, but my Pisces moon obviously doesn't have. So that is like careful, because you are maybe giving too much and the money could flow out from your hand because of there is some kind of situation like that. But again, some kind of earning opportunity could come back to you, something what you didn't realize, maybe an interview for you, which is going to actually, and you know, Sagittarius rules publishing and YouTubing and podcasting. Maybe you're gonna be invited back to a podcast, and yeah, it could mean that. And when it's gonna go to your first house, you're going to actually go back a way when you express yourself. So for example, I know for me, it meant like I did a lot of podcasts and I didn't show my face, and I realized people want to see your face when you are talking. So it might be like you going back to an old way, the way you are representing yourself. Maybe you but you are grow out your hair, and right now, you know what, short hair was better for me, so I'm going back to actually have a short hair. But because of its communication, maybe you're going to go back the way your website or your social media account looked like before, and your website, so you're going to return to the old you somehow with expressing yourself. All right, enough about Sagittarius. Capricorn rising sun and moon, this is going to start in your first house, so it is affecting you as well. And you know, you first house, anything to do with your personal expression, the way you are represent yourself to the public. So over here, you will need to be careful, because when Mercury is in retrograde, you might going to be slower. You know, the words are not coming. You might going to miscommunicate, and you say something, but they just misunderstand whatever you want to say. So you have to really be careful how you deal with communication over here and how you express yourself. And when it's gonna deepen back to your 12th house of Sag, then some kind of hidden matters could surface for you, Capricorn, something with secrets. And it could bring back a partner, like a lover, because 12th house also bedroom. It could bring back a job if you are working like a nurse or in hospice or jail, you know, or if you want to actually open up an Airbnb and you had it before, but you closed and you want to reopen, it could be really good for hospitality as well. You know, because of 12 house is hidden enemies, so it could bring back actually a conflict with an enemy who was hidden before, but obviously when it's a conflict, then it's not gonna be hidden anymore. So yeah, you have to, and because Mercury is also contract signing 12th house, anything to do with addiction, you might going to go back to an addictology and where you want to get better. All right, Aquarius, rising sun and moon. So it starts in your 12th house, anything to do with hidden matters, anything to do with unprivileged people, with secrets, hospice, hospitals, faraway countries, islands. So, you know, it could bring back an opportunity to buy an island, or it could bring back an opportunity. You know what? It's also script writing. So you might going to go back and finish that script, that movie script, what you started to write a long time ago. Yes. All right. And then it's going to your 11th house. And okay, so 11th house, you rule the 11th house. And your groups and your tribe, your social media tribe, also might going to misunderstand you. Your social network actually is going to go out of alignment here. So, you know, don't do anything on social media, anything stupid, because they can attack you Anyway, people just love to do that somehow. And, you know, careful what you are saying on social media, but it could bring back a friend, or it could bring back an opportunity to become part of that group again. And it could be something with higher social circle, and it could bring back an opportunity to invest in technology or learn about technology, that's for sure. All right, let's go to Pisces rising sun and moon. As I said, I have a Pisces sun, so I understand you guys. You are the mystic of the zodiacs, and it's gonna start in your 11th house. All right, Pisces, there is some kind of challenges with your friends, and you know, and your social media account, as I said. So you may have said something what they misunderstood, and then they're gonna attack you. Okay, or it could be, as I said before, it could bring back an opportunity with a group. It could be 11th house is friends and from higher social circles, so they might come back and support you. It could bring back also an earning from your career, because that's the second from the 10th. So yeah, it could be an earning or a bonus. Maybe somebody promised you a bonus, and then they have never talked about that after all. And then right now they going to go back to negotiate again about a bonus here. And then it's going to go back to your 10th house. 10th house is anything to do your career, honor, with your public image, with your political view as well. So there could be some kind of challenge in your career, but I don't see that like this. I would say it could be maybe some kind of professional matters coming in with the way you are speaking, you know, but or delays in your professional matters because you've been promised something, but maybe it's gonna delay a week. But I would say maybe it is an opportunity coming back into your career, something with teaching, because Sagittarius is teaching, something with publishing, something with spreading the word and talking about philosophy and talking about spirituality, perhaps, especially because you are Pisces, guys. All right, you can also have an opportunity to travel for your career, but only if you already did before. All right, guys, so this was Mercury retrograde over here, which is trining Jupiter. It's gonna do the last trine in January 19. Something beautiful is unfold for us. Liberation, we going to be able to express ourselves, able to express our thoughts and anything, you know, like it's good to education, it's good for publishing, legal matters, foreign matters, you know, like Jupiter is a foreign car and it's big. So you might going to purchase, some of you, not only Pisces, but, you know, like a big foreign car, for a luxurious, comfortable foreign car. It could be that as well, because Mercury rules cars as well. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening, and please share my information, subscribe to my channel, and comment below. As I said, even a thank you going to help me a lot. And because of technology is very far away from me, I do learn and I do everything by myself, because my Sagittarius rising wants to know everything. So yes, that's there. And wants to be really smart. So that's why I'm learning technology, but I'm not the best at it. And, you know, I'm doing everything by myself, but what I understood, because I'm looking those and watching those kind of YouTube people who are talking about the algorithm. And, you know, even if you get a comment below, even a thank you, or it was great, or you are funny, or whatever, you are not funny, but, you know, that's how the algorithm recognize me. And it's going to inspire me. If I have more subscribers, obviously it's gonna inspire me to teach you and to bring you new information. And I always try to renew myself. I always learn a lot. I promised to myself I'm not going to do the monthly videos the way I did before, because it's a lot of energy and it's a lot of time. but maybe one day I'm going to return to it, but I'm going to analyze the lunations next year and every single big aspect. And I'm going to go ahead right now and already do the 2025 videos in middle of June. And you know, like all the big aspects I'm going to talk about like 3-4 months before. So you will be capable to be prepared, because that's my purpose over here, to prepare you for the positive or the negative. Doesn't matter what is coming. If you are prepared, then you are capable to sail through, right? So yeah, that's what I'm gonna try. So please comment below, subscribe, like my videos, and you know, share it with your family and friends. Thank you so much, and I'm going to see you with the full moon. Talk to you later. Bye for now.